It's Ethel M's Chocolate Factory 2014. Merry Christmas. This is walking down the parking lot towards the entranceway. They used 500,000 lights in 2013. They've used 600,000 lights this year. It's even bigger than ever. I turned my flash on so you could see what it looks like. These are truly desert plants. So welcome to Ethel M's Botanical Cactus Garden. Here's what it looks like without the flash on. Isn't it beautiful? Their lights are on at the entranceway. It looks totally different when the lights aren't completely in the dark. I've tried to take some before and afters to show you the total difference it makes in a few instances. Let's take a quick peek inside. There's no one here right now. It was late that night and they had closed. Oh look, there's still a couple people working. Look at all the pretty colors from the Ethel M, and look at all the M&Ms. Ooh, yummy. I went back the next night to take and go inside the tour. So there was a few people here that night. It's just really pretty. If you take the tour at the end of the walkway here, it's just right now at the chocolate factory, they're working 24/7. That's right, they're making chocolates 24 hours a day. I'll let you read about the enrobing machine. Here the chocolates are being put into the molds. After that, the chocolates go into the cooling tunnel. The chocolates have come out of the cooling tunnel. Now they need to be taken out of the molds. They've been made, they've been cooled, now they need packaged. Our tasters are all hungry now. We're looking for some chocolate. This was about the 15th of December. The lines weren't very big yet. Now I've come out of the chocolate tour and I'm starting to walk the grounds. I've collected these photos over about 5 nights. It's been an interesting experience because first I had to learn how to use my camera. It was totally freaking out from all the lights. So I'd go get photos and go home and look at them. Some came out good, some I just erased. Lots weren't perfect. But some came out pretty cute. At least I think so. So I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the photos. The blue is an ocotillo. And now we've got the candy canes. The red in the background is a tree. That's where Santa normally is. More Joshua trees, aren't they gorgeous? And we gotta have our toy soldiers. I'm glad this came out. This is a barrel cactus. Can you imagine how you put lights on a barrel cactus? These are very pretty and blue, but they have thorns too. I wouldn't have wanted to put the lights on those things. They have real fine thorns. And the penguins are so cute. The lid opens and closes. Gotta have our blow up Santa. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna sit back and let you watch now. I tried to sort the colors out. There were so many variations, so that way you could have just a visual enjoyment. Thanks for letting me share. Gotta have a reindeer. My favorite was the peacock, though, of everything on the grounds. They were moving and lighted, and it was very difficult to get a photo that wasn't blurred. This reindeer actually was moving. His ears were going. It was very difficult. I'm glad I got that shot. The windmill was going around too. It was hard to catch a shot with all of this going on. These big, tall, green cactus are saguaros. This was before it got busy. I don't know if I've got any photos showing you what it was like after it got busy, but once I got there tonight and the night before, the crowds were so massive. You could barely walk down the sidewalks. So I was really lucky I got there when I was able to take so many of these photos before it got packed. I turned my flash on. I turned my flash off. This lets you see the difference. Flash on. There, I've got my flash on again. Now watch what happens when I take it off. Isn't it amazing, the transition? Let's do it one more time. Flash on. Flash off. Because the peacocks are actually in motion, they're very hard to photo. We go from deer to the birds and the golden barrel cactus, and I love the way they made them all gold in the park. There's our birds again. What color? That's just a tree they wrapped. The time. Oh my gosh. I thought it took time to do my Christmas decorating. I just think this one came out great. I think it's one of my favorites that I took. Now that's a Joshua. I don't know how they did this. Have you heard of jumping choyas? That red cactus is a jumping choya, and they do have spines that jump. This blue cactus looks fuzzy, but trust me, it's spines. I believe these are forms of aloe veras. Say agave, tequila. And there's more of the real fuzzy, spiny cactuses. The Botanical Garden at Ethel M covers 4 acres, and it has succulents and other cacti. It would be another project entirely for me to go back through this and identify the plants by name for you. The green isn't Palo Verde, it's actually a green bark plant. There's over 300 species of plants on the garden grounds. Oh, and look at our peacock. And we can't forget, amongst all this, we've also got our desert trees and shrubs. The trees have wraps around them, and they have like icicles dripping. Those are definitely some cactus there. If you have no knowledge of cactus, these little things have some really fine little spines, and they'll get you, and you won't even know it until it just hurts. In contrast to what you're seeing in the summertime, you'll see little chipmunks running around. They have a water project out back, and they recycle every drop of water that they use in the chocolate factory. And by the time it goes through the water purification process, the water's pristine pure. This is good. It shows the icicles dripping off the trees. This is a saguaro, and you can see the arm on him or her. And they have angels at the garden too. The tips of the red thing you see and the purple, they have like a spine that will hurt if you get stuck on the end of with these things. I mean, those are nasty boys. So are these. They have very fine spines, and lots of them. Same for these. And there's the jumping choyas again. Here's my thoughts. How do you coordinate and decide what color you put where? There's so much going on with 600,000 lights. How do you coordinate balancing this in such a beautiful array? Here are some fun facts for you. It takes 6 weeks to put the lights up. It takes 4 more weeks to take the lights down. There are 12 miles of cords and cables used every year. There are 11 decorated patches around the 3 acres. 15,000 cubic yards of sand are filling the gardens. 400 tons of rock have been laid out in the gardens. And yes, as I said earlier, there are over 300 species of plants in the garden. 4 staffers are assigned the job of putting the lights up every year. They like taking them down because it's easier. Because the garden grows every year, it never looks the same from year to year. It's always changing. It evolves. Steve Bowden is in charge, or at least he was last year. I'm not sure yet about this year. And he's known to stroll the gardens at night to listen to what people say. If lights are missing on parts of a plant or branches, it's not because they didn't do the job right. It's because they're taking care of the plants. They wouldn't want to put too much weight on it and cause the branches to break or a tree to be broken. Bucket trucks are used to get into the trees so that they can reach them. They wrap them all the way up high. Last year, 100,000 visitors were expected. I would love to know how many visitors showed up this year. You couldn't hardly walk down the walkways last night. This was earlier in the week. You could still see the walkways. Thank you for letting me share. As you can see, it's a different crowd going in to take the tour now. They even sell certified organic seed here. And get a penny smashed. Have a collectible. Everyone's getting their chocolate and getting ready to go home. Good night. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining me.